Hello, I'm John Eagles, a retired psychiatrist who has been involved in developing the Temple V program. The topic of this webinar is, as you can see, how we can best motivate ourselves to exercise to engage in physical activity. If it were easy to get into regular exercise, then everyone would be doing it. For most people, it is not an easy change to make. We all develop habits, patterns of behaviour, and changing any of these presents a difficulty. As I mentioned in earlier webinars about physical activity, and I'm hoping you'll have watched these before seeing this one, we have become less active as a society, both in our working and in our leisure hours. When we start to become more active, we are swimming against the tide of those around us. Also, I'm presuming that most of you watching this will still have some weight to lose and to keep off. And motivating yourself into regular activity is more problematic, both physically and psychologically, than it is for slimmer people. So, where do you start? I'm envisaging that you don't have a personal trainer already. Then, if you don't, you will be seeing one at the start of the stabilisation stage of the Temple V program, when we are encouraging folk to develop a serious exercise habit. Getting some decent gear is helpful. I'm not thinking just about clothing so that you can look and feel at your best when you're active, although this is important, but I'm thinking about getting some exercise equipment to use at home. A few weights and exercise bands, along with some space on the floor in your house, can help you get the exercise habit there. I'm hoping that you will be doing your level best to commit yourself, and once you have talked to yourself and important others, you will start to make a cunning plan, albeit one that is likely to change as you go along and find out what exercise you enjoy and what fits into your lifestyle. Whilst you need to motivate yourself, this doesn't need to be self-nagging and self-critical. Be nice to yourself. Focus on your successes and not your perceived failings. There will be setbacks from which you will need to bounce back. Don't expect, almost literally, to be able to run before you can walk. Progress will usually be slow. You are trying to change and develop enduring habits, and you won't always see or feel immediate results. If you expect it to be easy, you are likely to be disappointed. Breathlessness, sweating, discomfort, sore muscles are all likely to feature. Try to see them as distinct positives, as evidence that you are working hard, and congratulate yourself on tolerating them. Don't let your physical activity take a back seat in your life. It needs to be right up there, along with the most important things that you do. As I've mentioned in other webinars, if we enjoy our chosen physical activities, we are a whole lot more likely to persevere with them. If you can generate your own reasons for getting into regular activity, then these are more likely to have an enduring motivational effect than if you are trying to please or impress or show others what you can do. It's better to come from you. Make a list. Some common ones are to aid weight loss, to improve body shape or composition, or body composition. Then there's the health benefits, feeling fitter and more energetic, or being able to be an active parent or grandparent. Write down your own reasons. It's good practice to stipulate to yourself and to others the times when you will be doing your activities. This makes it easier to fit in and harder to avoid. It will be amazing if you don't come up with the occasional excuse for not exercising. We all do that. If you do make excuses, then try to analyse them. Most often it translates down to, I don't want to. So you need to do your utmost to combat your excuses. Setting goals for yourself and keeping records of what you do are important, and this needs a slide of of its own. There is little point in setting unrealistic goals, because falling a long way short will be demoralizing. Then again, you need goals that are sufficiently challenging to be motivating. The more specific your goals, the better. I want to get fit, for example, is too woolly. I want to walk and jog a mile in under 10 minutes by the end of next month is a goal you can aim at. The what, when, where approach is a good one, since it greatly increases the likelihood that it will happen. So saying, I shall jog for 10 minutes on Thursday after work in the woods is much more likely to be fulfilled than a vague, I'll jog later on this week, or something similar. Writing down your goals helps you to keep to them, and keep records of your exercises and your performances. This helps not only to log progress, but also to motivate you. For example, you can see if you can beat your personal record for how far you can run or walk on a treadmill in 15 minutes, or how quickly you can do a regular walk outside. As we age, it gets hard to compete with our younger selves, of course, so you may want to review your personal records and goals each year or each birthday. Other people can be a big help. If you write down your goals and share them with others, and the more others the better, it becomes harder not to do them, just as it does with New Year resolutions. Swapping goals with a friend or partner can be very motivating. An accountability partner, it is sometimes called. If you arrange to go to an exercise class with a friend, for example, or to play tennis with someone at a particular time, then it's harder to duck out. Also, fellow exercisers can keep each other going, and a lot of folk prefer company when they walk or jog or go to the gym. The time can pass more quickly, and you can have a chat into the bargain. I plugged dogs in a previous webinar, and here I go again. Dog owners tend to be slimmer and fitter than people who don't have dogs. And on a cold winter's day, when the house and the TV are tempting, it is more difficult to sit inside when your dog is looking at you expectantly. They also tend to be more grateful than accountability partners, in my experience. So, a quick summary. You need to commit to make life changes, just as you're doing with your eating. But remember to be supportive to yourself. Remind yourself that it takes time and effort to develop new and enduring patterns of behaviour. Work out your own motivating reasons, as this will help you to endure discomfort. Setting specific and achievable goals is very important, and your regular in-body assessments can help with seeing progress. Watching your visceral fat reduce or your skeletal muscle mass go up are typical examples. Remember the what, when, where principle in setting your goals. Keep your own records of what you do. Other animals, either two or four-legged friends, can be a big help. Find activities that you enjoy and stick with them. Thank you.